It's game night here in Geisman Gymnasium, though I don't know if we are still in River Forest. It's Hawaiian night here, and fans and teammates alike are celebrating. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Peter Borkowski. I'm joined here by Parker Kelly. We're getting ready for some men's volleyball action between your Concordia University Chicago Cougars and the visiting Falcons of Concordia University, Wisconsin. Parker, it's a battle of the Concordias tonight, and it should be a good one. It's the first conference matchup for both of these teams. Cougars sit at 1-4, Falcons at 2-4. Something to note, though, the Cougars' record isn't really indicative of where this team is. 3 of their 4 losses were 3-2 losses, and in all those matches, they led 2-1 at some point. This is a very good Concordia team who's just having a little trouble finishing things off.
That's right. The Cougars' record is very deceiving. They're 1-4 on the year, but they are very competitive, and they've competed in a lot of close games. They just got to be able to finish here tonight against Concordia, Wisconsin.
The Cougars, they're coming off a 3-2 loss at Shrine this last Saturday. That previous night on Friday, they won their first match of the season, 3-0 at Olivet. Meanwhile, the Falcons, they're coming off a 3-0 loss versus Carthage on Wednesday. Their main problem that night, Parker, a minuscule .056 attack percentage. You're not going to win many games that way.
That's right. And a big heavyweight matchup tonight between Luke Vozolek and Spencer Herman. Herman is first in hitting percentage and kills per set in the conference, and Vozolek is second in those categories as well. Should be an interesting matchup tonight, Peter.
That Herman-Vozanelek matchup is going to be key. You figure whoever gets the upper hand between those two is likely going to help deliver a win for their team. Again, it's going to be a good one as we got the battle of the Concordias. Both of them looking for their first conference win in their first conference matchup of the year. You can see Concordia, they're wearing their home whites with gold lettering. And the libero, Christopher Livesay, he's wearing maroon in the middle of the court. Meanwhile, Concordia University, Wisconsin, they're wearing their away blues with white numbering. Number 9 of Concordia, Wisconsin, Turner Fuhrer. He's going to get set to tip us off here in Geisman, and we are underway. Good dig by Ryan Huffs. And a good block up front, number 3, Colby Campbell. Number 4, Luke Vozanelek. They earn the Cougars their first point of the night.
And that's exactly how you want to start out the game if you're the Concordia Cougars.
Cougars get set to serve now. Their starters for the night, it was Colby Campbell, Luke Vozanelek, David Vales, Ericberto Perez, Tyler Hollaback, Virgilia Rodriguez, and the libero was Christopher Livesay. As Wisconsin strikes right back, we're tied up at 1. Number 11, Spencer Herman. We talked about him just a couple seconds ago. The big sophomore out of Appleton, Wisconsin, had a fantastic season for the Falcons. His serve is stopped by Livesay. A little tip by Perez. Wisconsin able to stop it, and that's off the hands of Vozanelek and out of bounds. So Concordia, Wisconsin point. They lead 2-1 now. Herman will get set to serve once again. Hits the top of the net. Livesay's able to play it. Hollaback sets up Vozanelek. Vozanelek, a strong strike. Gives Concordia Chicago, got to be a bit more specific tonight, the 2-2 tie.
And right there, you just see the power and strength of Luke Vozanelek.
Nice play there by Livesay, falling to his knees. Vozanelek gets a little tip over. That'll be a point for the Falcons. The Falcons, they rolled out a starting lineup of James Altoff, Andy Ellingham, Turner Fuhrer, Ryan Haff, Spencer Herman, Logan Kapizek, and Lucas Barris. Barris, speaking of, gets set for the serve. He's able to get it over. Vozanelek. Nice play there. Good setup by Hollaback. Good finish by Perez. Tied back up at 3. Vozanelek, he gets set to serve now. 4 service aces on the year. He's not going to get one here. And a strong hit, that's from number 2, James Altoff, off the hands of Tyler Hollaback of the Cougars. Concordia, Wisconsin retakes the lead, 4-3.
And I'm pretty sure you could hear that hit back in Concordia, Wisconsin.
It's not exactly a close distance either. That hits the top of the net. David Vale's able to play it. Another good play there by Althoff. And a strong hit, this time off the hands of Cody Shabuka. Concordia, Wisconsin has a 2-point lead now, 5-3.
And it was really the dig by James Althoff that allowed CUW to get the point right there.
Althoff serve. Attempt there by Perez. It's stopped by a couple blockers from Wisconsin. Nice play there by Livesey. A little floater that came off of David Vale's hands, and it's going to go out of bounds. Before the game, it was announced that David Vales, his younger brother Ethan, is serving as the honorary captain of the match for the Cougars. 12-year-old out of River Forest. You can see him on the bench helping out this Cougar squad in terms of spirit. They find themselves in a 3-point hole right now. And a strong attack there off the hands of, you guessed it, Luke Vozanelik. Althoff couldn't get enough under it, and it results in a Cougar point. Berto Perez, his serve is good. Play there by Ryan Hafs. And that's going to be out off of Concordia, Wisconsin. A little too much on it. So Cougars, they pull within one now. Perez, his second serve. And that's got too much on it as it is out. So Concordia, Wisconsin retakes the 2-point lead. And that serve, it's going to turn into a service ace. It snuck right within the line. That came off the hands of Logan Kabizek, the freshman out of Brookfield, Wisconsin. His second serve, this one's played by Vales. Rodriguez gives it back to Vales. Althoff sends it over, maybe a little miscommunication there. Neither Vozanelik or Livesey were able to get to it. And we're going to get a timeout from Concordia Chicago. They currently trail the Falcons 9-5. Parker, Cougars find themselves in a 4-point hole, their biggest of the night so far. What are the Falcons doing that's currently beating this Cougars team?
Well, they're hitting the ball really hard, and it seems like the Cougars are having a little bit of trouble trying to get underneath it. So we're going to see what happens after they come out of this timeout. They look a little out of sorts right now, but they got to be able to finish this set.
That last play was especially out of sorts. Vozanelik and Livesey, both of them were looking at the ball. Neither of them made a play on it before it touched the ground, resulted in the Falcons' point. I want to go back, something I started talking about a little bit ago. Ethan Vales, the younger brother of David Vales, the outside hitter for the Cougars. He's serving as CUC's honorary captain tonight. The 12-year-old is from Oak Forest, Illinois. He loves playing guitar, especially Guitar Hero on the Wii. That is a good one, if I recall. His favorite sport is swimming. He loves to draw. He's currently being homeschooled. And again, he's doing a great job here helping out this CUC team. Hope to help them get a W here tonight. First conference win of the season would be huge here against the rival Concordia from Wisconsin. As we are back from the timeout. That attack out of bounds. That was off of Virgilio Rodriguez's attempt. Cougars now find themselves down 5. A little tip there by Colby Cave of the Cougars. And a strong attack. Number 18, Cody Shabuka, just inside the out-of-bounds line. Wisconsin's going on a bit of a run here as they now lead 11-5.
And it seems like a lot of the balls CUW is hitting right now are just barely squeaking in. But sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good.
Very good placement from this Falcons team. Though the streak ends as their libero, number 10, Ryan Hafes, couldn't get under it enough. Results in a Cougars point. So the Cougars pull back within 5, and now Virgilio Rodriguez will go back to serve. This serve is good, played by Pops it up. A good dig there from number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez. However, it goes off his hands and out of bounds. Kill accredited to Spencer Herman. We talked about him up top. He's definitely a player to watch for. First in kills per set, a little under 5. First in points per set, a little over 5. He's been the driving force of this Wisconsin team so far. And the Cougars, they strike back right after the Wisconsin point, get one of their own, pull back within 5. So David Vale back, 7 serving 12. Vale's serve hits the bottom of the net, not enough on it. So service error will get a point to CUW. Turner Fuhr. His serve is up. Played by Vozanelik. Vozanelik for the kill, and he gets it. Another kill credited to Luke Vozanelik. He's been having himself a good season so far. He's got 3 kills on the night already.
He's definitely looked really impressive during this first set.
Spencer Herman, good play there by Rodriguez. Vozanelik is going to see if he can get another one. And it's out of bounds, CUW point. Herman goes back to serve now. Tied for the team lead in kills in the match at 2. Good play there by Vales. Point to CUW. Herman goes back to serve one more time. And that pings the corner of the court before rolling out of bounds. Another Falcon point. Their lead is up to 8. Their biggest lead of the night just keeps getting bigger. They're less than 10 points away from winning this first set.
Just like, looked like number 7, David Vales didn't know whether that ball was going to go out of bounds or not.
Vozanelik had to send the free ball over. Herman, a strong attack, a strong finish. Another Falcons point. And that's going to force another timeout from the Cougars. The Cougars find themselves down 17-8 in the first set.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
We're back here in Geisman Gymnasium. The Cougars find themselves in a little bit of a hole, 17-8. Parker, this Cougars team just seems, we talked about it last time out too, a little out of it. We've seen a couple mistakes, a lot of balls going out of bounds off Cougars' hands. Looks like they just kind of need to tighten things up a little bit to get back in this match.
That's right. There have been quite a few mistakes from the Cougars, and we know with this CUC team, they struggle finishing sets, so you can't afford too many mistakes, especially early on.
We mentioned it at the top of the broadcast. Of their 4 losses on the season, the Cougars, they led 2-1 in all of them, 2-1 sets. So they have built up leads in this season. They just aren't able to finish off the matches. Vozanelik, he gets a kill. He adds to his total on the night. It now sits at 4. David Vales has 2, while Heriberto Perez has the other kill for the Cougars tonight. So Hollaback, his serve is over. Herman, he hits it into no man's land, gets the Falcons the ball right back. Lucas Barres will go back to serve now. Another freshman from this Wisconsin team who's out of Germantown, Wisconsin. Vozanelik That was an absolute rocket that hit Turner Fuhrer in the chest. Wisconsin able to keep it alive, though. 2-touch is called, so it'll be a Cougar point. 2-touch was called on the Falcons. A little bit of a delayed call as play went on afterwards.
And Turner Fuhrer just shook off that ball like nothing happened.
It was not an easy ball to take to the chest off the hands of Luke Vosanello. Good play there by Hollaback. Ball got tangled up in the net before Rodriguez could make a play on it, so it'll result in another Falcons point. They now lead 19-10. James Altoff, he'll go back to serve. He's tied for 8th in the conference at service aces per set at .4. It doesn't seem like a big number, but for service aces, that's quite good. Nice one-handed play there from Andy Ellingham. Kept the ball alive long enough for Concordia to finish off the play. Concordia, Wisconsin. Cannot forget to specify which Concordia University is which here. Altoff goes back for another serve. That's strong and out of bounds. It's too strong, in fact. Cougar point. Humberto Perez goes back to serve. 11, serving 20. It's played off the hands of Hoffs. Free ball sent over. Hollaback, he sets up Vales. Vales, Hoffs makes another play. Herman, good play there by Tyler Hollaback. And a good finish there by Virgilio Rodriguez.
Really nice finish.
Gives the Cougars the point. They're on a small run here. They've closed the gap to 8. See if they can close it even more here. That was an absolute rocket from the Concordia University Wisconsin players. They get point number 21 of the set. They're 4 off from finishing off set 1. Vale sends the ball over. Hoffs plays it. Little floater sent over by Herman. Vales and Cave able to stop it. And that attack off of Kobe Shibuka that hit some Concordia blockers before going out of bounds. Another CUW point. Cougars trail by 10 here late in set 1. Vale sends a little floater over. Falcons able to keep it alive. Hoffs makes a nice diving play. That one's going to go out of bounds off of James Altoff. Point Cougars. They now trail by 9. Rodriguez goes back to serve. Too much on that serve. It'll be a service error on Rodriguez. Concordia, Wisconsin, they're 2 points off from finishing off this first set. Strong serve by Ellingham. Too strong, in fact, as it's out of bounds. Cougars get a point. They are now trailing by 9. David Vales hopes to kick off a little bit of a comeback here for CUC. And a strong attack there. Lucas Beres, it results in the kill as it bounces off the hands of Rodriguez.
Rodriguez looked like that one caught him a little bit off guard.
These Falcons players know how to put some velocity on their attacks. Vosanello keeps that one alive, and he goes for the kill. Little floater, and he hits it. Smart play there by Vosanello. Gives the Cougars a point. They're trailing by 9 once again. They have to go on a perfect run here as the Falcons are 1 point off from clinching set 1. Will be Cave. Nice block up front. Concordia, Wisconsin can't recover, so the Cougars, they come a little closer, 24-16 now. Strong play still required here to come back in set 1. Nice block by the Cougars. Rodriguez sets up Hollaback. Hollaback, he's kind of forced that one over. Didn't really look like he was trying to do it even. All of a sudden, the Cougars find themselves down only 7 now.
Really sneaky play by Hollaback.
There was no windup or anything. He just kind of forced it over. And they keep it alive. Oh, Rodriguez. Great play there on 2 back-to-back possessions. And Cougars still keep it alive. Voznellik, and that's a Cougar point. Luke Voznellik finishes it off. The comeback hopes are still alive as the Cougars trail by 6 now.
Nice little rally right there by the Cougars.
A lot of times that ball looked like it was going to be the set ender. So the Cougars fought through it, kept it going as they keep trying to do that here. Voznellik, Althoff able to keep it alive. Herman, and that will finish things off here in set 1. So Concordia University, Wisconsin, they come down here to River Forest. They take set 1, 25-18. We're going to take a little break here and be back with set 2 action in just a minute. We looked better at the end. We're back here in River Forest. A little technical difficulties, but we're back on our way as we get set for set 2 action. Cougars, they dropped that first set 25-18. Parker, they looked better at the very end of that set. They put together a little run that drew that gap closer because at one point they were down by as much as 10 points. They started to look really good, and I think the main thing here for this Cougar squad, they just need to clean things up. That's right.
Definitely gained a little bit of momentum towards the end of the first set, but there were a couple miscommunications, a couple errors, a couple little things they need to clean up. They really got to be able to finish this next set.
I think something else to note is that the energy levels. This Cougars team doesn't look as lively as they usually do. This is a very exciting group of players that always seem to have fun on the court, and we saw that at the end. They pulled off that really great rally that gave them a point. They got really hyped at the end. I think they get the energy up. I think the crowd gets into it a bit more. I think they're very much back in this game.
Yeah, we got a big crowd tonight in Geisman, just a little quiet, and I think that's starting to rub off on the Cougars a little bit. Let's see how these next couple sets play out.
Well, we're off in set 2, and couldn't really be a better start for the Cougars. Tyler Hollebeck earns the point off the serve. They hit a Florida Wisconsin player. Florida Wisconsin could not handle it, so Cougars up 1-0 here in set 2. A strong attack. That was Lucas Barres off the tips of a Cougar. Tips of the fingers of a Cougar. Going back to serve Turner Fuhrer, senior out of Kenosha, Wisconsin. And his serve is going to result in an error and a Cougar point. So Cougars retake the lead here in set 2, 2-1. Zanella goes back to serve now. Serve is up and into the net. There's service error on Luke Vozanelik. And we're knotted up at 2. Serve from Barris is good. Vozanelik, a strong hit. Landed right above the free throw line on the court. Gives the Cougars the lead right back. So Cougars have led 1-0, 2-1, and now 3-2. Perez, his serve is out, and we're tied up again at 3.
Already seen a couple of service errors so far in the second set.
Logan Kevasek, his serve, it's going to be misplayed. It looked like Vales and Vozanelik didn't really know how to handle that one between the two of them, so it'll go into the bleachers and be a Falcon point. And another service error this time from Kovacevic. Results in a Cougar point, so tied up again at 4. Set 2's been a real back and forth affair. Herman, his attack, it's curved by Livesey. Strong attack there by Rodriguez. Falcons able to play it though. Hold back the set. Vales, the little float over. Altoff, he sends one over. Livesey plays it. Hollebeck, he's going to set up Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the little floater does the trick. And the Cougars retake the lead here in set 4, 5-4 after a nice little volley.
Very smart play by number 10, Virgilio Rodriguez.
Didn't go for the hard hit, went for the placement over velocity, and it went in his favor. Big block there, David Vales. Cougars, they have the first multi-point lead of the second set. Parker, they've already looked like a much different team right out of the gate in the second set compared to that first one.
Coach Katarzinski must have said something right because they've cleaned up almost everything.
Service errors could use a little tweaking though, as that's another one. 6-5 is your score. Ron Katarzinski, we just mentioned him. He's in his first year as head coach of the Cougars. He's coming from Aurora, where he was an assistant the past 3 seasons. He's got his squad playing some competitive ball as they take a now 2-point lead once again. This time off of David Vales' attempt. Katarzinski's assisted by Piotr Dabrowski and Kila Katarzinski, as well as Kerry McCann. Andy Ellingham goes back to serve for the Falcons after the service error from Vales. Ellingham. Diving play there by Vales to keep it alive. Vozanelik is going to send a free ball over. Herman, he sends a little floater. Hollebeck sees it all the way though. Livesey sets up Rodriguez. Rodriguez can't finish it off though. And a block up front. Cougars keep it alive, but Livesey cannot help the Cougars avoid the 4-touch rule. It's a great effort by Luke Vozanelik though. He's already on the ground. He just kind of bopped the ball up with one hand. Cougars just couldn't capitalize on it though. They'll capitalize on that service error by Ellingham, though. They'll retake the lead, 8-7. Colby Campbell, he serves now. And it's just over the hands of number 17, Kellen Gonzalez of Concordia, Wisconsin, and out of play. So the Falcons tie things back up at 8.
Like you mentioned earlier, Peter, this is just a back and forth affair between the Falcons and Cougars in the second set.
Hollaback, another little push almost over the net. So that attack goes right into the net. Concordia, Wisconsin retakes the lead. They had it for a little bit not too long ago. They get it right back. Lozanella sends it over to the Falcons. Herman sneaks it in the line. And so we're going to get a Cougars timeout. They trail the Falcons 10-8 here in set 2. We'll be right back in just a second.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
We're back in River Forest, or maybe I should say Hawaii, during tonight's Hawaii night theme. Cougars find themselves in a 2-point hole, 10-8 against the Concordia University Wisconsin Falcons. And Parker, I think errors, specifically service errors, are what's really hurting this Cougars team. Every time they seem to get momentum going, a service error just kind of stops that momentum, and they find themselves back tied, or in this point, in a deficit now.
That's right. There's definitely been a few service errors and a couple miscommunications a little down the stretch. That second set just took a timeout, so we'll see what the Cougars can bring to the table after coming back.
Something interesting to note, during that timeout, Katarzinski took his team out of the gym into a little back room we have here in Geisman to have a talking with them. Don't see that very often as Falcons come out of the timeout and earn a point. You have to imagine something of what he said was something along the lines of they just need to clean it up. When this team's playing clean volleyball, they're a very good team. But like we said a minute ago, it's those service errors that are just affecting them. We almost saw a service error there from Spencer Herman. It somehow found its way over the net still. It's an unlucky bounce there for the Cougars.
And Coach Katarzinski doesn't look too happy over there on the sideline.
Another serve by Spencer. That tips the top of the net. Vozanelik right into the hands of Althoff. Back to Herman. Way up off the hands of Rodriguez. Hollaback's got to send it over to avoid the 4-touch rule. Good block up front by Vozanelik and Perez. Another big block up front from Hollaback, and that's a Cougars point. So the Cougars stop the mini Falcons run. They now find themselves down 12-9.
Egberto Perez got in there on that block as well.
Number 9, Tyler Hollaback served it. And that's going to be a 2-touch rule. Or they're going to call it a lift, actually, on Vozanelik.
Vozanelik looked a little bit confused on that call. He didn't think it was a lift.
It bounced off his chest, and then he hit it into the air. So Turner Fuhr back to serve now for the Falcons. And his serve, it's another service error. We're seeing quite a few of them in this second set. It goes out of bounds. 10 serving 13, Luke Vozanelik. Another service error. It's becoming a little bit of a common theme here in the second set. Lucas Barris gets it over And they're going to call a two-touch on Voznellik. It was a two-touch this time. Cougars down 5 against their rivals from Wisconsin. And another service error. This one from Lucas Barras. He's going to take a seat as libero Ryan Hefts comes back in. Berto Perez, his serve is good. Herman, a strong attack. I don't even know what to call that one. We got all of that one. He gets the lead back up to 5 for the Falcons.
And we see why he's first in the conference for kills per set.
Hollabeck sets up Rodriguez, nice little floater. Herman's able to keep it alive though. Instead it'll be a Falcons point. Block error on Colby Campbell. Tyler Hollabeck now sets up Vales. Vales sends it over. Finds some open space, gets the Cougars. Trying to figure out my Concordias here. Gets the Cougars back up on the board. It's 17-12 now.
And that was excellent ball placement by David Vales.
Just kind of ping that corner of the court. Very hard place to get. Herman, strong attack. A little bit unfortunate here. Don't know if you could tell in the broadcast. It went off of Rodriguez's forearms, went up and hit a speaker here in Geisman and went the opposite direction from where every Cougar thought it was going. Just an unlucky break here for CUC. Altef serve. Hit off of the hands of Christopher Livesay. Almost hit our scores table. Did hit our scores table, a couple hands in there, made sure everyone was okay though. So we're gonna get another timeout from the Cougars. They find themselves down 19-12 here in the second set.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30, touchdown. Michaela burns it. Incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Back here in Geisman, a little less than 30 seconds left to go on the Concordia University Chicago timeout. Something we noticed in the break. Parker, the service errors have been a major point of emphasis for these two teams. So far in the second set, 11 combined service errors, 6 for Wisconsin, 5 for Chicago. Both these teams need to kind of clean it up a little if they want to come out of this match a winner.
That's right, and for the Cougars especially, it seems like every time they start to get a little bit of momentum, they get a service error and it kind of puts a dent in it.
Getting momentum and keeping it is not an easy task by any means, especially when you're competing against a competitive is not a word, a competitive Falcons team. So he's going to set up, and a good dig there from Voznellik. Vales sends it over. It looked like it was going out. It was played by Althoff. They keep it alive, though. They're somehow able to get it back to the Cougars' side. That looked like it was going to be Cougars' point, but credit to the Falcons' defense. They did a good job keeping that ball alive. Nice play there by Cave. Gave the Cougars a little extra seconds of life, but the ball eventually touches the ground, and Falcons' point.
And right now the Falcons have all the momentum. A big part of that came from that nice rally.
That ball looked like it was going out of bounds. Altef touched it. It was still going out of bounds, and somehow they were able to get bodies back there to keep it alive, send a free ball over as Vales' attack goes into the net. Another point for Concordia, Wisconsin. Cougars just cannot seem to get anything going right now. Altef sends the serve over. Hollabeck sets up Cave. Vales keeps it alive after the block. Rodriguez, a strong attack. He's been having a nice game, though he kind of misjudges where that one was going. And another Concordia, Wisconsin point. It'll be 22-12 here in set 2. They're 3 points off from claiming the second set and taking a commanding 2-0 lead over your CUC Cougars. A strong serve by Altef. Vozenelk, good job to keep it alive. And Vales' attack is out of bounds. Falcons draw just a little closer to taking set 2. 23-12 is the score. It was Althoff. Good set to serve. Nice dodge there by Vozenelk to get away from that rocket as it sails out of bounds. Cougars get the ball back now. 13 serving 23. Vale sends it over. Altef. And a good placement there. That was from Alex Holland, number 23, sophomore out of Fond du Lac High School in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Don't know if that part was really needed, but gotta be sure. So set point here for Concordia, Wisconsin. Livesey. And a strong attack there by Cave, off of Althoff and out. So Cougars, they pull back within 10. Cougars had a nice run at the end of set 1 that closed the gap a little bit. They weren't able to pull it all the way, though. And that'll be a point to the Falcons, and so that'll end set 2. The Falcons, they take this second set, 25 points to 14. They're going to head into set 3 with a commanding 2-0 lead over the Concordia University Chicago's. We'll be back for that set 3 action in just a minute. set 3 about to get underway here in River Forest. Here our PA announcer Jim Egan wrapping up the Split the Pot fundraiser the men's volleyball team did. Before the match started, the total was a little over $3,500. They gave away 3 prizes, about $300 for third place, $500 for second place, and $900. You got that lucky number to get the first place ticket. Men's volleyball team doing a good job collecting a lot of money for this program. We're giving a little some of it away to get some incentives up here. Now, on the other hand, we still got a volleyball game here to finish. Concordia University, Wisconsin. They're up 2-0 against your Concordia University Chicago Cougars. Parker, that second set, the final score 25-14. The Cougars started out looking really, really strong. It was a back-and-forth affair. The Cougars had multiple leads, but as the set kind of went on, you saw the energy level and just, it almost looked like they're just getting tired as their, I don't want to say effort, but their just quality of play kind of took a dip as that second set went on.
Yeah, they definitely started out super hot, doing almost everything, clicking on all cylinders. But as the match went on, the energy level just really plummeted. A couple service errors, a couple miscommunications, and it really cost the Cougars that second set.
It should be noted that the Cougars are working with a little bit of a shorter bench this year just by the nature of the roster, the numbers they got. They're all very good, talented players, but sometimes you just can't make up for that lack of fresh legs, and I give some players a breather as compared to this Wisconsin team who has a very full bench. A lot of fresh legs in there, a lot of new players. So I think we started to see that tiredness catch up with CUC a little bit. Take a little look at the box score for the Cougars. Vozinelek's doing what he usually does, 7 kills on the day. On 17 total attempts, leads the team in those 2 categories, as well as points with 7.5. Tyler Hallback is next on the, David Vales is next on the team with 4, while Rodriguez has 2. For Concordia, Wisconsin, Spencer Herman, he's doing what he usually does, 9 kills on the day. He's been a big reason that Wisconsin's jumped out to this 2-0 lead as set 3 is underway here. Livesay sets up Vozinelek and a strong block up front. That was number 13, number 15. Logan Kapizek and Lucas Beres, respectfully. Falcons started off on a high note with a huge block up front. Livesay able to play it. Hallback sets up Vozinelek again, and he finishes it off this time.
What a strike by Vozinelek.
Vozinelek's one of those guys that when he gets it all behind that ball, there's little you can do to stop it. An absolute rocket, as that one's a rocket into the net. Vozinelek, he's had some trouble with the service errors tonight. He's got 3 on the season. He's got 27. A little bit of an area of struggle for Vozinelek. There's not many with him. The first team All-NAC member last year. As we get another error, this one off of Virgilio Rodriguez's attack. Going back to serve, the freshman Lucas Beres sends it over, just over the net. Vozinelek has to play it though. Matthew Lambs, he just entered the game in this set. Rodriguez, he got another attempt in there. Another error as well. Falcons lead 3-2. Beres takes a seat on the bench as Ryan Hefts comes in for the Cougars. Ricardo Ruiz, he also entered in that third set. He's replaced by the freshman Josh Rapley. His serve is good. Nice strong attack. That's from number 6, Andy Ellingham. 6'6" junior out of Burlington, Wisconsin.
I know we talked a lot about service errors, but it also looks like the Cougars just aren't quite able to get under the ball and dig it.
Rodriguez, he sends that one really horizontal into the net. Rodriguez having a little issue with the errors in this set. Cougars are down 2-0. Maybe some nerves are getting to them. Hollaback sets up. Lambs a strong attack, sends it right into the trio of Falcons blockers. They still couldn't stop it though, as it results in the Cougars point. And now trail by 2, 5-3, 3 serving 5. Lambs' serve is just outside the line. It'll be a Wisconsin point. James Altoff. Bozanelli and Rodriguez both went for it. Nice play there by Lambs. And that's Hollaback gets the kill. Nice heads-up play there by Lambs. He sent the attack over. It came right back at him. Popped it back up, and Hollaback with the finish.
And Ryan Haas for Concordia, Wisconsin, looked like that one just caught him off guard a little bit.
Not expecting Lambs to pop that one up so fast as Spencer Herman gets another kill. Kill number 10 for Herman. 7 serving 4. Livesay to Hollaback down to Colby Cave. Cave sends it to the floor for the Concordia Chicago point. He goes back to serve now, Colby Campbell. Interesting, he doesn't take a jump to serve, just kind of stands there and sends it over. But it works for him as they earn a point off of that. Wisconsin wasn't even able to get it back over the net. Cougars pull back within 1 now. Colby Cave sends it over. A strong attack by Lucas Bear is a little off the mark though, as it's out of bounds, and we're knotted up at 7 now. Cave, he serves again. Herman sent an attack over. Cave's able to curb it. Vozinelk sends it right back in Herman's face. Ruiz gets the point. Ricardo Ruiz coming into the game, the senior out of Linwood, Illinois.
And we see the crowd starting to get into it a little bit. The Cougars starting to pick up a little bit of momentum.
Ricky Ruiz, as friends call him, that's his 2nd kill on the year. As Vozinelli sends one over. Ruiz keeps it up though. Hollaback back to Vozinelli. Nice play there by Gonzalez to keep it up. Oh, a big block up front. That's Ruiz and Luke Vozinelli doing some good work on the front lines. Earn another Concordia Chicago point. And Colby Cave, he's still serving. It's back now. Little floater, Hallbeck plays it. Colby Cave. Instead it'll be a Falcons point. 2 touch called on the Cougars. Ends the Cougars' little run, but good work done during it as they are now up by 1, 9-8. Spencer Herman, the star for this Wisconsin team. Hollaback, Vozinelli. Got all of that one, but Half's is right time, right place. Keeps it alive. Ruiz, another floater, stopped by Half's again. Big block up front, and that's a Concordia point. So they take a 2-point lead once again, 10-8. This team looks a lot sharper coming out into the 2nd set, Parker. They're making some good plays as they drop that one, though. They're still up by 1, but this team looks like they have a lot, the most energy they had since that beginning of that 2nd set.
I was getting ready to say they definitely look a lot sharper, but the energy is what's really sticking out in this 3rd set.
We saw him brought a couple new faces into the floor on the 2nd set. Ricky Ruiz, Matthew Lambs maybe trying that little spark off the bench as Ruiz misses that tip, so we're tied up again at 10. Coming off the bench in this 3rd set, Ruiz, 1 kill on 3 total attempts as well as an assisted block. This Livesay takes that one hard off the forearms. Voznellik misjudges that one as his little tip goes in the top of the net. Cougars find themselves down 1 now. And that's a service error off of Turner Fuhr's serve. Tied up at 11.
This third set's kind of resembling the second set. Just both teams just really exchanging blows, going back and forth.
Hopefully the Cougars don't drop it like they did in that second set. Hallback couldn't corral that one as it's off his hands and out of bounds. Again, when this Cougars team, when they're energized, when they are got their heads in the game, they're a very good squad. It's just I think sometimes towards the end of sets they get a little tired. Just again, because they just have a little bit of a smaller roster this year. As Livesay just missed that just by a couple inches. And the Falcons get another point, up 13-11.
And Peter, that's definitely a big factor. When you don't have a lot of fresh legs on your bench, it's easier to get tired, lose your energy a little bit. It definitely plays a big factor.
To their credit, though, this Cougars team has found ways to work through it as they still put up competitive matches. The Falcons are on a bit of a run here after another point. That one being called an attack error on Matthew Lambs. Blocked by James Altoff. Off the top of the net and into the reach of Luke Voznellik, and Rodriguez gets the Cougars back in gear. They're down 14-12 now. Should mention the Falcons are coached by Curtis Madsen. He's in his 5th year with the squad. He has a record of 25-60. His grad assistant coach is Justin Kegbine. And you see Josh Rapley, the freshman for Concordia, go back to serve. Get some cheers from the crowd. And a nice placed attack there by Altoff. Another Concordia, Wisconsin point, so they're up by 3 now. They have just 10 points to go before they clinch this third set and the match. Voznellik. Rodriguez, he's been having himself a pretty nice match so far. That'll be kill number 5 on the night for Virgilio Rodriguez.
Another note about Rodriguez, his leadership is definitely playing a big factor tonight for the Cougars. You see him in between points, just really getting the team together, pulling his guys together and saying, we got to play better, got to play sharper, more energized.
Rodriguez sends one over. It's blocked up front by the Falcons. Rodriguez tries again. Second time's the charm for Virgilio Rodriguez. Right off the block, got it again, sent it back over. This time it resulted in a point. Cougars find themselves down only 1 now. But back to your point, Parker. Rodriguez is one of those players, as the Cougars tie things up at 15. Rodriguez is one of those players, when he gets going, his team gets going. He's such a good leader when he's in that headspace of, yeah, we're playing good volleyball. The rest of the team is as well. Matthew Lambs, a little too much sauce on that serve. It goes out of bounds. So Falcons retake the lead, 16-15. Cougars have to win this set to stay alive. They're down 2-0. James Altoff hoping that doesn't happen as he gets a nice little helping hand from the net. Cougars have had some unlucky bounces go their way. A couple balls take weird bounces off the net. We saw a ball hit the speaker up here in Geisman, which is just all kinds of unfortunate. Nice play there by Lambs. Hollebeck tried to keep it alive. He was on the Falcons side of the court at that point, out of bounds, but cannot, and we're going to get a timeout from Ron Katarzinski for the Cougars. They find themselves trailing 18-15 here in the third set.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you waste planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
Third set in action here in River Forest on the campus of Concordia University, Chicago. The Cougars, they trail the visiting Falcons of Concordia University, Wisconsin, 18-15. Before we get back, I want to take a little time to thank our production staff helping this broadcast happen. Ryan McGee, Grace Miller, working the camera and the production truck over at the scores table. Sydney Palaskis-Laher, Jada Carr, Julia Beers. We're under the direction of Justin Bedroseth, Taylor McLeod, and CJ Selner. Once again, I'm Peter Borkowski. I'm joined by Parker Kelly. Parker, the Cougars, it's do or die in this set. They lose this set, the game is over. They trail by 3. What's the key to get back in this get back in this set and get back in the match?
Well, I'd say energy. Energy is when the Cougars have a lot of energy, that's when they play at their best. They're definitely looking a lot more energized in this third set, so I'd just say keep it up.
That always helps out with the energy. A big kill by Virgilio Rodriguez. He's having himself a nice third set. So he pulls the Cougars back within 2. Something else for CUC is to limit the errors. They have 6 errors in this third set. That's more than the first 2 sets, either of the first 2 sets. And we're not even done in the third set here, as Rodriguez's service error gets the lead back up to 3 for the visiting Falcons. Andy Ellingham back to serve now. His serve is over and out, so teams trade service errors. Score is now 19-17. Colby Cave goes back to serve for the Cougars. Good block up front. Luke Vozanelik looking like a brick wall up there. Spencer Herman's attack went right into Vozanelik and right down to the ground. Cougar point.
And the Cougars aren't going anywhere yet. They are energized.
It's a very resilient team. And that one is out off the attempt from Lucas Barris. So we're tied at 19 now. This is a very resilient Cougars team. They don't have huge numbers, but they're very talented. They always stay in matches. They always make things hard for the opposition. As Herman, his attack is also out. Cougars, they take the lead 20-19. And that's going to be the Falcons' timeout, their first of the night. So we're going to take a quick break here. The Cougars, they now lead set 3, 20-19.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela Burgess. An incredible finish by Holmes.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
Things are getting interesting here in Geisman Gymnasium. The Cougars, all of a sudden, they lead the Falcons 20-19 here in set 3. Falcons, they're 6 points off from claiming the match. Cougars, they need to win this match to stay alive. Parker, what was the difference maker after that last Cougars timeout? I mean, they came out and looked like a completely different team in the second set.
I mean, we've harped on it all night. And in the first 2 sets, it was their energy. In the third set, it's their energy. The first 2 sets, the energy died a lot towards the end of the set. But in this set, their energy hasn't gone away. The crowd's into it, the bench is into it, and they're playing their best right now.
Some good, strong, confident attempts by the Cougars. That's what they really needed to get back in this game. And that does not sneak within the line. It looked like it from up here. Line judge says it was indeed out. So the Cougars, they're 4 points off from keeping things alive here tonight. The serve from Colby Cave is over. Althoff Gonzalez plays it, and it's out off the Cougar blockers. Will now serve 21. Livesay comes back in for Colby Cave. Julio Rodriguez keeps it alive, sends a little floater over. Hefts plays it for Wisconsin. It's still alive. They're able to get it over. A little assist there by Rodriguez's face. Hope he's okay. And that's out. Cougars 22 to Falcons 20. I think we might need to build a plaque of Virgilio Rodriguez's face the way he helped out on that play.
He seems all right. The Cougars got the point, and he's happy.
Hard shot off the hands of Livesay off of Rodriguez's face. Livesay then sent it over, and Vozanelik, it's out. You see Tyler Hollaback talking a little bit with the official. I don't think the Cougars aren't exactly happy with some of the line calls that have been made. The point stands though. Hollaback just wanted to get his 2 cents in. Turn of fear now. Tensions are building, that's for sure. Livesay, Hollaback, Vozanelik, a little floater. Cougars 23, Falcons 21. Saw the two teams jawing at each other a little bit. Yeah, this is a very lively bunch of players for the Cougars. You know, you see them off the court. They're just a fun group of individuals. If they're having some fun right now, as they're 1 point away from keeping this match alive. And it's going to be another timeout from Concordia University, Wisconsin coach Curtis Madsen. We're going to take another short break and be back to see if the Cougars can cap off set 3 with the win.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Set 3 about to resume here. About 20 seconds left on the timeout. Cougars are 1 point away from taking set 3. They need to keep the match alive as they trail CUW 2-0. Parker, after that last Cougars timeout, Falcons have taken 2 since then. That last Cougars timeout, this team has looked radically different than they have all night. They're making confident plays. Their energy levels are through the roof. I mean, again, this just looks like a whole different squad right now.
And you got to give credit to their resilience. We talked about not a whole lot of depth on the bench, and they were down at a lot of points in this set, but they have fought back, and now they are playing at their best.
Vozanelik, see if the Cougars can cap off the set, and Altef keeps it alive a little longer, 24-22 now. This Cougars team has found themselves in a couple deficits in this third set. Again, resilience is the key. They're able to hang in there, got back the lead, and that's going to be a set 3 victory for the Cougars. They win it 25-22. We're not done yet here in River Forest as we got set 4 to play. We're going to take a quick break up here in the booth. Be back in just a bit. You're going to want to stick around to see how this game ends tonight's matchup. Set 4 about to kick off here in Geisman Gymnasium. Cougars, they made set 3. They made things interesting for tonight's matchup. They were down 2-0. Falcons looked like they had set 3 going their way. All of a sudden, the Cougars, they come storming back, took the set 25-22. Parker, again, I think especially towards the end of the set, when the Cougars really started to pull away, they just looked like a brand new volleyball squad on that court, and it helped them with the set win.
And it looks like CUW just kind of gave up as well in that last set. And we see in that third set they had a negative hitting percentage, and you're not going to win a whole lot of sets doing that.
Negative 0.038 to be exact. Not going to win many sets playing that way. Also had 9 errors on the game. That was more than their set 1 or set 2 total. So I think the Falcons almost felt like they had this one in the bag. They pulled away in set 2 by quite a large margin. And then maybe a little underestimation of the Cougars' abilities. So it's still do or die for the Cougars now, as they're down 2-1. But you got to think, Parker, they have the momentum on their side after that. Just great last couple minutes of volleyball from set 3, excuse me.
Definitely playing their best, and I'm excited to see what happens in this fourth set.
Herman, a block, and Cougars cannot recover. Looks like it hit both the net and Luke Vozanelik. See Ron Katarzinski, first-year head coach for the Cougars, giving some tips to his libero, Christopher Livesay. Livesay was oh so close to picking that one up, but ball beat him by a couple of inches. Top of the net, Vozanelik able to play it. Matthew Lamb's a strong hit. They're saying it hit off some Falcon fingertips, so that's a Cougar point. Vozanelik, another serve. Altoff got all of that one. Livesay could do little to stop it. 2 now gets set serve. 2 gets set to serve 1. Lucas Barras back to do the honors. Little soft one lands in the net. Service error on Barras. Cougars were tied back at 2. Josh Rapley back to serve now for Concordia. Concordia, don't know where that school is. Definitely not here in River Forest. Altoff, another strong hit. Rapley couldn't get his hands under it.
Seen a couple strong hits by Altoff.
Altoff having a really good start to this set. He's got 7 kills on the match. Second on the team, only to Spencer Herman, who's got 11. Nice play there by Hollebeck. Halves keeps it alive for the Falcons. Herman. Hollebeck sets up Vozanelik, and a good block up front. Cougars keep it alive. Great play by Christopher Livesay. Hollebeck just has to send a free ball over. And Altoff is on absolute fire to start this second set off.
Just a really smart play by Altoff right there.
He's 7th in the conference in kills per set, 3.1. He's 7th in. He's also 7th in points per set at 3.6. So a very good player on this Falcons squad. Not able to stop that Cougar attack though. Cougars pull back within 1. But Altoff and Spencer Herman form a very formidable duo for the CUW squad. Doing a lot of the heavy lifting tonight. As Altoff keeps that heavy lifting rate going. The Falcons pull back, get their lead back up to 2. And a service error results in the Cougars point.
And that was the first mistake we've seen by Altoff so far in this fourth set.
Altoff was on fuego to start this set off. Gonzalez, a strong attack. Not as strong as the Cougars blockers. Tyler Hollaback, Colby Cave. Getting the work done on the front line. Rodriguez, we're tied up at 5. Lambs out of Vales, good block up front. Concordia, Wisconsin returns the favor. That was Spencer Herman, and the man going back to serve, Andy Ellingham. Ellingham, serve is over. Let's say the haul back to Cave, and it's out of bounds, so Falcons retake their 2-point lead. Ellingham goes back to serve once again. Nice play there by Rodriguez. David Vales, excuse me. Nice play there by Hollaback to keep things interesting. Rodriguez has to just send it over. Another attack here by Herman, and Rodriguez can't get a grip on it. Falcons find themselves up 3 now.
And Herman picking up exactly where he left off.
He's got a match-leading 12 kills. As that service error from Andy Ellingham will give the ball back to the Cougars. 6 serving 8. We mentioned it way back at the beginning of the broadcast. The heavyweight matchup between Spencer Herman and Luke Vozinellik has not disappointed. Herman leads the match in 12 kills. Vozinellik is second with 9. That ball bounces off some Cougars before going out of bounds, so it will be a Falcons point. Herman's first in the conference in kills per set and points per set. Meanwhile, Vozinellik, he's not far behind in either of those categories, sitting at second in both of them. And Vales got a little too high on that attempt, it looks like, as he sent it straight down into the net. And the Cougars are going to call a timeout, try and get their heads back in the match. So we're going to take a quick break as well. Cougars, they find themselves down 10-6 to the CUW Falcons.
Maybe you can make retirement happen. After all, you made her college years happen. Opening that education savings account when she was little. Spearheading a campus tour. And another, and another, and another, and another. Bam! Deciphering financial aid. She was like, what? But now she's like, you aced planning for college. Now get the tips you need to get on track at aceyourretirement.org.
A little under 30 seconds left to go on the CUC timeout. They currently trail the Falcons of the rival Concordia, Wisconsin, 10-6. Cougars, they got to win this set to keep the match alive. Parker, what are the keys right now to keeping this match going? What do they got to do to pull away with this set victory?
Well, the energies looked like it's dropped off a lot. We see as the players were going back to the bench during the timeout, we saw Blake Rosen come out and try to calm his team down and get their heads under them and get back involved in the game. So just staying calm, cool, and collected would be the biggest advice that I could give the Cougars right now.
Meanwhile, got some news Cougar fans might not want to hear. Luke Vozinellik has to take a seat on the bench. He's currently got some ice wrapped around his ankle. You hope this isn't too big of an injury because the Cougars really need their stud back on the court. They get some help from the service error there as the Cougars pull within 3 now, 7 serving 10. Tyler Hallbeck does the honors. Gonzalez, a little floater. They're going to say it hit the pin, so Cougars back now within 2. Hallbeck to halves. Herman, nice diving play there by Hallbeck. Falcons, they're able to keep it alive. Livesay, Hallbeck now. Rodriguez has got to send it over, halves now. Ruiz keeps it alive. Vales Another almost horizontal hit right into the net. We've seen a couple of those. Vales just needs to adjust his hitting angle. Number 9, Turner Fuhr. Back to serve now. His Falcons are up 3 on the Cougars. Good play there by Livesey. Now Lambs. Fuhr keeps it alive for the Falcons. A little floater by Althoff. Hollebeck sends his own little trick play over, results in the Cougars point.
And we've seen a couple of those from him tonight. Really sneaky play by Hollebeck.
You'd think at some point CUW would almost pick up on it, but he keeps beating them with it, so why stop? Althoff, kind of his signature hit there as he just winds up and lets it rip. Lucas Barris now back to serve. It's over. Rodriguez right to Althoff. Number 13, Logan Kabizek. Sent it into no man's land. No Cougars were in the vicinity, so Falcons back up by 4 now. Barris goes back for his second serve.
We see Concordia, Wisconsin has a little trickeration of their own.
Nice diving play by Hollebeck. Rodriguez, that was a strong hit, kept in by Fuhr. Livesey, it's alive for Hollebeck. Hollebeck now, Rodriguez, little floater over. Althoff saw it all the way. Good block up front by Rodriguez. The Falcons keep it alive though. Althoff, another good block. I believe that was Matthew Lambs. Livesey, good dig to keep it alive. We got a nice volley going here as Lambs sends it over. It's still going. And that's got to be the 2-touch rule on the Falcons. So the Cougars point. Talk about a rally from CUC as they pull back within 3.
This is the rally the Cougars needed. Starting to gain a little momentum.
A couple good blocks up front. Don't even know if we have enough time to go through them all. How on point that Cougars front line was during that volley. As Josh Rapley, his serve is into the net. So Rapley's going to take a seat on the bench. Livesey's going to come in. Vales to Hollebeck. Lambs, a huge attack, but James Althoff and Andy Ellingham get the block. Falcons up 5 now, 10 points off from taking this 4th set and the match. Vales now to Hollebeck to Lambs, another strong attack. Althoff got his hands on it too. Little floater there. And they're going to award the point to the Falcons. Attack error called on Matthew Lambs. Excuse me, that was on the 15th point. Still waiting for the official score on that 16th one. Block error by Colby Campbell is the official call. So Campbell is going to atone for that little error with a kill. Cougars back within 5.
Great response by Colby Campbell.
Matthew Lambs right into the hands of Halfs. Big block up front and out. So Wisconsin point. Cougars now down by 6. That magic number 25, just 8 away for the Falcons. Lucas Althoff, they're gonna say it snuck in the line. Cougars have had some problems reading what's in and what's out all night as it bites them once again. They find themselves down 18-11 against the Falcons in this 4th set. We'll be right back after a quick break.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela birds it. An incredible finish by Home.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org.
towards the end of this fourth set, or at least the Falcons are. They lead the Cougars 18-11. They need just 7 points to claim this fourth set and tonight's matchup. Parker, the Cougars, it's kind of been a theme all night. They start out hot, they kind of cool off, and that last set, though, set 3, the first one the Cougars won of the night, we saw after they cooled off, they heated up right after that. They came back to win that set. What do they got to do that again in this fourth set?
Well, they got to start communicating a little bit more on defense. There have been a couple of miscommunications, a couple of errors. It looks like they're starting to cool off a little bit as the Falcons are starting to pull away. So just kind of getting the energy up a little bit more.
The block from the Falcons is out of bounds, so Cougars point. Should also be mentioned Luke Vozinelek, last year first team all-NAC player, still on the bench for the Cougars. We're going to get a little stoppage here as James Altoff has a talk with the officials. We saw during that break, Virgilio Rodriguez, who's going back to serve, he brought his team in together to give them a little talking to, get the team, get their minds back in it, though right afterwards he serves up an error. So Cougars still find themselves down 7, 19-12. Andy Ellingham. Rodriguez to Hollaback. Vales, a strong attack. Falcons able to play it. Herman, a strong attack. Cougars able to play it. Hollaback almost looked like he was going out. James Altoff stopped that though, and that's going to be number 17, Kellen Gonzalez. Going to be kill number 4 on the night for him. The freshman out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. As the Falcons are just 5 points off from claiming the match. Cougars draw a little closer though. They're 12 points off. Herman off the hands of Cave as it bounded right to the Wisconsin bench. Almost hit fifth-year head coach Curtis Madsen. He's okay though. 25-60 in his 5 seasons so far with the Falcons. Nice play there by Vales. Altoff thought he got something under it. He did, but didn't pop it up high enough as it ends up touching the ground. Results in the Cougar point. Back down by 7 now as Tyler Hallback serves it over, just over the net. A little softy. Gonzalez, a little tip. Cougars able to play it. Hallback has to send a free ball over. Hallback now. Vales goes for the kill. Hoff says no sirs. He pops it up. Herman right into a big blocking duo of David Vales and Ricky Ruiz. Cougars aren't done yet. Resilience has been a theme of tonight's game, and we're seeing that again here in this could be deciding 4th set for the Falcons. Gonzalez sends it over, and it's going to go out of bounds. Libero Ryan Hefts was watching that all the way for the Falcons. Cougars got some work to do. They need 10 points. The Falcons only need 3. Big runs have been hard to come by for the Cougars as Livesay, his dig went up off the back of the wall here in Geisman behind the basketball net and down on the ground. So another Falcon point.
We see Concordia, Wisconsin just starting to pull away.
Turner Fuhr hits that one out, so the Cougars aren't done just yet. They wouldn't have been anyways, as Falcons still need 2 points to go. Good. Vales goes back to serve. It's over. It hits the top of the net. Fuhr plays it though. Nice tip there by number 15, Lucas Barras. Cougars couldn't handle a little tip from the freshman out of Germantown, Wisconsin. And we have match point here as Barras goes back to serve. The serve is over. Vales to Hollaback to Rodriguez. Good block. Good play by Livesay, though. Heads up play there. Altaf. Vales, and that will be tonight's matchup. Just out of the reach of Rodriguez. So the CUW Falcons, they come into CUC. They beat the Cougars in 4 sets, 3 sets to 1 after taking the 4th set 25-16. That'll do it for tonight's matchup between the two. Parker, what's one of your main takeaways in tonight's matchup?
Just a little bit of sloppy play by the Cougars. There were a lot of mistakes, whether that was miscommunications on defense or errors in general. Just a lot of things that the Cougars need to clean up. But you got to give credit to their resilience. No matter how much they were down, they always found a way to fight back, and they were very competitive. Something
else to note, the Cougars just had some troubles executing. They had a hitting percentage of $123. Meanwhile, Concordia, Wisconsin had no such troubles. Their final hitting percentage was .279, and that was largely dragged down, in fact, by a minuscule hitting percentage in the 3rd set of negative .038. So Falcons, some good execution. Cougars, some sloppy play, 21 errors, quite a few service errors, in fact, 15 on the match. Cougars just could not overcome that sloppiness as Falcons come down here to River Forest on Hawaiian night and beat the CUC Cougars 3 sets to 1. I want to say one more thanks to our entire production staff working tonight's game. Ryan McGee, Grace Miller working the production truck and camera. Over at the scores table, Sydney Plaskas-Laher, Jada Carr, and Julia Beers were under the direction of Kayla McLeod, Justin Bajorsteth, and our Sports Information Director, CJ Selner. The Cougars will be back in action this Saturday as they travel to Fontbonne University in St. Louis, Missouri for the Fontbonne Invitational. They take on Augustana, Lores College, the number 15 ranked Fontbonne, and Trine University in that Invitational. Should be a fun one on the road for the boys. Once again, my name is Peter Borkowski. I was joined by Parker Kelly. As always, have a good night and go Cougars.